Hello everybody, this is Darrell, Passing Lane Motors. We're a classic car dealer just southwest of St. Louis. Our number here is 636-600-1140. And today I'd like to discuss a 1971 Chevelle. We are assuming this to be a real LS5 car. We have done a lot of research on the car. Unfortunately, the block and transmission do not match. They are correct for the car though. It is a 454 with a turbo 400. It does have a 12-bolt posi, and the 12-bolt posi is a RU code. I will show you that here in a minute, which is a 71 LS5 exclusive. So there wasn't a lot of RU code 12 bolts around. I can't imagine somebody finding one just to clone this car out. That would have been a lot of work. They would probably, if they were going to do that, they'd have probably done engine and transmission. It is an AU code on the radiator cowl support. So that AU is a cowl hood, and it is a cowl hood car. The factory cowl, inner door cowl switch, easy for me to say, is on the gas pedal, the accelerator pedal. Also, it does have clear marker lenses, front disc brakes, boxed lower control arms, front and rear sway bars, 12-bolt posi. So, and one really neat thing about this car, guys, it's could get in it and drive it and have fun now, but what a great foundation for a restoration. This car is completely rust-free. All original steel on this car, no patches anywhere. There's one little bitty patch on the passenger rear quarter, but other than that, the front fenders, the rear quarters, the door skins, all the pinch welds, the frame, everything is stock original to this car. They did a really nice job. I mean, nobody's ever restored it. The car was built back in 1985 by a gentleman and who's now up in age. But we found this car in his garage and didn't know a lot about it. He bought it from somebody else, and he actually ran it on a track a little bit, showed it, and cruised it. It did have a time slip in the glove box at Gateway International Raceway for 111.3 in the quarter, and that was with street tires. So good running, very solid old car. Don't like to admit, most of them have been drag raced, but this one still has its original rear end, so it must not have been run too much. So let's go ahead and let's show you the undercarriage of the car. Like we discussed, I think we're going to put a new set of wheels on it. I have some real SS wheels. We're going to probably throw those on. Maybe not. We may leave these on. Does have original radiator. This is a power steering car and power disc brakes. Front disc brakes on it. The ball joints look really good. We have not touched this car up either, so this is just the way it is. I wanted everybody to see just how solid this old car was. We didn't get on here and spray bomb it or anything. The outer tie rods all look good. The grease balls are still good. The upper ball joints still look good on it, so do the lower ball joints. The headers were heat coated to keep the heat away from the starter on the passenger side. It is a 454 block. And it seems to be really dry under here. It's not leaking oil all over the place. You know, just a little bit around the pan right here around the drain plug, but hey, that's no problem. The A-arms are really solid. It looks like the bushings are all still good in here. If you can check out just how nice the frame is on this car. The upper frame right here is still in great condition. If you guys review this video, and there's some parts on here that I missed that help us point towards this being a real, we're sure it's an SS, but we want to prove that it's a LS5. Anything that would be indicative of that, we'd love to know. Here's the driver's pan. No undercoating on this car, and the pans are completely solid. There is one patch up above the transmission. Somebody may have had a 4-speed in this at one time. I see where they cut that out. They do have the ring around the drive shaft. I guess it was hot rodded a little, but I mean, overall the car is in absolutely outstanding condition. The pan supports are completely solid all the way across. We get back to the rear pan here. It is, I mean, these pans are absolutely gorgeous. If we look at the frame is unhit, untouched, hasn't had any patches cut into it. It's all original, no undercoating under here, guys. The car is its original color too. It was an antique white car. and it still is in the antique white paint. As we move back here to the rear lower control arms, you can see they're boxed in, and it does have the rear sway bar. That was indicative of the 71 SS LS5. And these little brackets right here coming off of there, most of them got removed and thrown away. They're still on here on both sides. Somebody at one time obviously had a set of ladder bars on this car. You can see where the brackets were. You could also see where they were bolted to the rear end. When we look at the rear end here, here is, and I don't know if I can get the light right here. Let's see, it is a RU code car. So it's an RU C0092. It is an actual LS5 rear end. It appears to be that this tank has never been taken out of here. It doesn't leak. It looks in really good shape, just like the rest of the car. Of course, the bottom of this car is in awesome condition. It is a 12-bolt posi in here. We are hoping that this tank has never been dropped and that we can find a build sheet underneath it. Now, these Chevelles are known for this back frame that comes back towards the bumper support bracket to rust out, and this one is in great shape. Guys, it's all original interior in this car too. The inner fenders are in awesome shape here. The bumper support brackets, we'll throw a couple little spider webs in there for free. We won't charge for those. The frame on both sides is really outstanding. So don't know what more else to say. That was good English. It has new exhaust all the way back here. We will put new exhaust. For some reason they left the old tailpipes on. It does have an H pipe in it. It's 2.5-inch exhaust all the way back. So all the frame is excellent. The pinch welds are all original. All the body panels are original quarters. Front fenders, the pans, no patches, no replacement, no undercoating. Nothing is being hit here. What a really outstanding foundation for somebody if they wanted to do a really nice restoration. It would be very hard to find a car that is as solid as this one. So this is Daryl, Passing Lane Motors, 636-600-1140. We're in Fenton, Missouri, just southwest of St. Louis, and we have a 1971 assumed to be a real LS5 SS454 Chevelle floor shift car with bench seat, kind of rare. Clear marker lights, real working cowl hood, 454 engine with turbo 400 and 12-bolt posi front disc brakes. It does have the light in the glove box, and it still works. Well, I'm trying to think of some of the other. Oh, it has remote driver's mirror on it also, which that would have been the SS option right there. It has the remote driver sports mirror, and still has the switches for on the accelerator pedal for the inner cowl door. The bumpers all look original on this car, and it looks like they're going to clean up great. What a really super slick foundation here, guys. For somebody looking to do a full restoration, this would be an absolutely outstanding car. You couldn't find a nicer, cleaner, straighter car to do a restoration on than this 1971 LS5. Thanks so much for looking, and have a great day. Bye now.